Tell, Cockerel. He's just a true guy. You'll have a true time. Tell, Cockerel. Leave your troubles at the door. You know the game, you know the score. We're here to have fun, so holster that gun and read the writing on the wall. The predictions leak, done every week. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel. He's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. Jose gets himself around, always talking Spurs wherever he is found, home or away. He always tips to win, throws the form book in the bin with a cheeky knowing grin. The show is so chilled. Yell! It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel. The show is so chill. Your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. Tell, Cockerel.
Do this first. Good afternoon, everyone. And welcome to Tell Cockerel. Friday, the 2nd of May, week 35 predictions, part 2. We did part 1 on Wednesday. So I got all your Premiership predictions in, and now I'm looking for your bonus predictions. Yeah, as you can tell, there is a new intro to the show. I absolutely love it. It's fucking absolutely fantastic. I love it. I'm going to be playing it at the end as well. So today you're going to get an intro as an intro and an intro as an outro, so to speak. And thanks goes out to wonderful gentlemen in the community who helped me with it. As most of you know, the wordsmith did get involved, and the wordsmith provided me with the lyrics, and the video editing was done by his partner in crime, so to speak. So yeah, thank you very much to everyone. I hope you'll like it as much as I do. Today I thought it's, instead of waiting for a new season, I thought, yeah, after yesterday's result and we were doing predictions today, I thought, you know what, let's just get it out there. Let's get it going. And here he is, the legend, the wordsmith himself is here. Here he is. Big up all. I enjoyed watching the intro go live. Thank you very much, sir. As I said, you were the wordsmith, and it's just people have commented. It's another banger. People have said fire. So well done to the wordsmith, and well done to your other half. Your other half who video edited it as well. So thank you very much. It's definitely been a three Spurs boys collaboration. So yeah, fantastic. Thank you very much, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed it. We have some really, really nice people within the community who have got skills at no ends. Absolutely fantastic. Let me say hello to a few of you. So, got Rakdos was here early, but he said he was dropping his children off. He's on the road doing drop-offs with the kids, and he'll jump off when he gets home. I don't know what kind of drop-offs he's doing with the kids and how far he's got to go, because he left this message 2 hours ago. But yeah, Alan, when you can join, you can. I'm not rolling back today. So people will have to just add theirs in after the show, as some people have already done. Neil's not going to be around either. He says, hello, Jose, my phone has just sent me a reminder as I'm stood at the front door about to go out. And that was at 3 o'clock. And it says, sorry, but I will now miss the show. Although I will check in to see if it's still going when I get back. And he says hi to everyone in the chat. Christopher is here. He says hi. Oh, hi, Christopher. Hope you are well. You got Big John is here. He says afternoon, all marching on together. I saw a comment that John put later on. We didn't use marching on together in that intro at all, John. Jess is here. Says afternoon, Jose Coyes. Saw you on yesterday, Jess. I'm hoping that you as each day passes, you get better. The Wiz says big up Jose in the chat. Good afternoon, Wiz. I hope you're well. Drew Lala is here. Afternoon, Jose and the Cockerel crew. Wiz, did you? I'm so confused because I've split this into two shows. I don't know who's given me and who hasn't given me. Right, no, you must have given me. You must have given me predictions already. Then we've got Hanno's here. Says hi everyone, big up. Hi Hanno, I hope you're well. I noticed that you've just put your predictions in for the Premiership, albeit the start tonight because you missed yesterday's game. I will put them in and clog them in later for you. Carl Simpson says, good afternoon, Jose, and everyone in chat. Good afternoon, Carl. I hope you are well today. Here he goes, where it all starts. This has to be a Cuba Classic, says Lee. Drula says, oh, love the tune. This is another Cuba special. Hanno says the intro's fire. This is John. What's all this bollocks with Spurs trying to copy our motto? Marching in together. Carl Simpson says Jose gets around. Do you know what? I had no input into the lyrics. It's been prepared by the wordsmith on what he sees and what he views, which is fantastic. I couldn't have put it better myself. The wordsmith is an absolute major, a general, a commander, if you will. Big David Clark says hi to everyone in the chat. Good afternoon, David. I hope you're well. Carl says the intro's fire. Drew says banger. Ronnie is here. He says, hi, Jose. This is fire. Thank you very much. But these other people are the ones that need to be thanked because they're the ones that have helped me do this and get this on there for you. Good afternoon, Jose and chat from Archer. I hope you're well. Luke's here. Hey, I hope everyone is well. Good afternoon, Luke, sir. I hope you're well. Correct. The joys of a Cuba special, says Carl. Correct. Paul G's here. Says good afternoon. All great intro, Jose. Paul likes it as well. Good afternoon, Dan. Small downs to you, son. Small downs to you. I hope you are well. Have I got anyone else? Yes, we have. Mikey Romero's here. Coyes, afternoon, everyone. Jose. Hope everyone is doing well. Got Pages here. Says afternoon, peeps. I hope you are well. I hope you're well. Jesse wants to ask Hannah what you saying about Liverpool better squad and all that. Looks like we won the league. Hey, there's a bit of banter there. Bleeze says, can't believe I missed last week. It's completely had a great week on Predict the Prem as well. It's what happens when you miss it. It's what happens when you miss it. And the Queen is here. She says, hello, Jose. Good afternoon. Loving your new intro tune. Absolutely brilliant. I take no credit whatsoever. The credit goes out to the boys from the Three Spurs boys. That's where the credit goes to. Not to me. I'm grateful to have them within my group and that they were happy to help me out when I asked if it was something they would look into. And do you know what? It doesn't take them long to do it. These people are bloody wizards. It doesn't. They get something in their head and bosh, they put it down and bang, they go straight away at it. It's absolutely amazing. Like I said, the people within the community, they have everyone in the community. People have got talents that we don't know about because all we do is talk, be in the chat. But everyone has got hidden talents, and these two gentlemen have certainly got talents that are hidden, that are gems. But I will say, people are getting to know because people straight away knew who'd done it because they've done it for some other people as well. But they're absolutely brilliant. Richard says, hi all. Good afternoon, Richard. I hope you're well. And of course, I had to start the show, Mr. Jose. I don't know whether I'm a star page, but I'll take it. Queen Lily says, hello all in the chat. Big up, love, peace to you all. Yes, and you. You should have just taken the credit for the intro, Jose. Just said you knocked it out at lunchtime. Aye. Bloody hell. Rob Belcher's here. Good afternoon. Rob says, good afternoon, all you wonderful L tellers. Good afternoon, sir. Archer says, just watch the new intros. I missed it before. It's great. Archer likes the intro. Lee Wiz is saying, couldn't be helped even if I had to sleep sometimes, says the Wiz. Carl is saying, Coover, I could say something, but I won't, says Carl. Carl, keep it to yourself. Alan is here now saying that he's actually in his car. Good afternoon to you. Sorry, good morning to you. It's still morning for you, Alan. Good morning to you, mate. Ryan G is here. He says, good afternoon, Jose. Good afternoon. Colin's here. Says, big love all. Good afternoon to you, Colin. I hope you are well, sir. And Colin, thank you very much for putting it in the back for me with your wizardry skills with IT, because I haven't got a bloody clue. So thank you for sticking it in the back for me, because without you, I wouldn't have been able to play it today, would I? So well done. Anyway, people, we start with the predictions. Right, so I had to think about predictions and what we were going to do. I've obviously split the show to get you bonus predictions, because you guys said that you wanted loads of fixtures because you wanted to get points. So I've had a look and I decided to split the show because it made it easier for me. So on Wednesday, I did the 11 Prem predictions, and then I went and played football Wednesday night. Well, as you all know, I play football on a Friday as well. So I've looked at it today and I thought to myself, we split it, and that means I can give you a decent number of bonus games today as well. And then that'll make it a bumper week for you guys. So I've got people that have played already. They're already on the list. If anyone hasn't played and they're new for today's fixtures, then I would urge you to go back and watch Wednesday's show and leave your fixtures for the Prem on Wednesday's show. And if anyone's not going to leave them live today, then leave your predictions after the show on today's stream. Hopefully that all makes sense. Yeah. Right. So I thought about it, and I thought long and hard about it, and I just wanted to make it as easy as possible for me and for the work I need to do, because obviously I've got a day job as well. So I made it as easy as I possibly could do. And what I've got is I've got 12 games for you. And I've made it really easy this week in the sense of I picked one league. So in honor of the people that we have in the chat that support a team that's been promoted, I have chosen every game that's being played tomorrow at 12:30. That makes it so far easier. So far easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start as a minute to go on. People, give me your score predictions for Bristol City versus Preston. Good morning to you, Peter. 12:45 in Melbourne, Peter. Fantastic. I don't know whether you got a chance, Peter, because you're normally on your phone. I don't know whether you got a chance to hear the intro to the show that we've now got. But it'd be interesting when you do hear it, and anyone who hasn't heard it to make their comments and tell me what they think. Oh, plenty of juice, man, plenty of juice. Right. It's interesting. While you not put your scores in, I'll give you a chance to put your scores in, and I can carry on talking. It's interesting. I looked at the table. I looked at the fixtures that were being played in this league this weekend, tomorrow. All right. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. See if I can bring it up. I'll only bring it up for a second, though. Not for too long. Right, that's it there. So knowing some of the games that are being played this weekend, right? Just so people are aware, at the moment, the only team that's been relegated is Cardiff City. But relegation can still go all the way up to Stoke City. So for me, Plymouth are already down. Because Plymouth would need, if Plymouth were to win a game, which I don't think they're going to win, but if they were to win a game, they would have to turn around a 14-goal deficit with Luton. They would have to turn around a 25-goal deficit with Preston, and they would have to turn around a 28-goal deficit with Derby. So although they've not been relegated, in my eyes, Plymouth have already been relegated, because Plymouth will be one of the 3 teams, because they cannot get out of this. There's no way. There's no permutation that gets them out of it unless they were to go on and win. One team lost by double figures and Plymouth won by double figures. That ain't happening. So basically, the fixtures that people need to look out for are the teams from Stoke down to Plymouth. I'm giving you some sort of a clue, people. So when we do this, so Stoke down to Plymouth is what you're looking at, and then above that, you're looking Blackburn Rovers, Millwall, Coventry, and Bristol City, because they're the only out of them 4, only 2 can finish in the playoff positions. So there's a lot to play for, even though we know that Leeds and Burnley have gone up. Leeds and Burnley will be battling for the championship to see who wins this league. And quite conceivably, you could have Leeds and Burnley both finishing on 100 points. And if that were the case, then you know that Leeds would win the league, because Leeds have got a 13-goal swing. Burnley ain't making that swing up. Interestingly, Burnley have got to play Millwall, and Millwall are chasing a playoff spot. So it's interesting. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you guys so you get a quick view of the table before we continue. Right, so I will go in and we will start. The first person that came in was Paige with a 2-1 victory. So I'm going to start with Paige. Now I've got to find Paige because it's going to be weird because I've already got loads of results in here. Can I say that yesterday, with the score that happened yesterday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people scored a point yesterday. Only 5 people predicted an away win. So 5 people would have scored a point yesterday. Just letting you know now. So 5 people have got a head start on us before tonight's games have been played. And I'll just say to you, the people who have got a head start is Ed M's got a point. Queen Ellie's got a point. Peter Gagaias has a point. In the Bin has a point, and Potato Stew has a point. Jess has also gone 2-1. Richard has gone 2-1. Richard, did you play on Wednesday? I'm not sure who you did. Let me have a look. Is Richard's name there? No, Richard, you didn't play. So, Richard, as I've said just now, mate, you have to leave the Premiership ones on Wednesday's stream after the show on Wednesday. So the show's already gone, but the 11, you missed the Premiership game because you missed yesterday's. But the Premiership ones you can leave after yesterday's show. So let me just put Richard in. So Richard's playing us from now. Just add Richard into this. God, why can't I find my saw his name a minute ago? Ooh, there's Richard. There's Richard there. Right, we'll add Richard. Richard there. Right. So it's Jess. I've got Richard at 2-1. Yep. I've got Queen Ellie at 2-1. Let me find Els Bells. Queen Ellie at 2-1. There's Queen Ellie because she picked up a point. Queen Ellie has 2-1. Just Bristol versus Preston. Drula is also saying 2-1. Drula is saying 2-1. Put Drula in at 2-1. Do we have any more 2-1s? I have the Wiz says 2-1. Are you still in party mode, Lee? Because it was good to see you on Jess's stream the other day. Just what, are you still celebrating? I know you must be celebrating because there's still more time left in the season, isn't there? So there's still more that can be done. And until you lift that trophy, you'll still celebrate. And then when you lift that trophy, you celebrate a bit more. Ed M's also gone 2-1. Excuse me. As you can tell, I'm still all bunged up. But the show must go on. Christopher Inshaw's also gone for 2-1. Let me see if I can see any more 2-1s as I go. Archer's gone 2-1. I might as well do the 2-1s first. Dan's gone 2-1. Carl, 2-1. Dan, 2-1. David Clark's gone for a 2-1. Luke's gone for a 2-1. I added your scores in early, Luke, when you put them in, mate. So you are now in. Right, so that's my 2-1s. Right, I'm going to go to the 2-0s because obviously Gus Parker's put 2-0. And let me see, get the doctor in the house and get him into the show with a 2-0. There he is. A 2-0 for the doctor. Any more 2-0s have I got? Any more 2-0s there? Yes, Brian G is a 2-0. So if you lot do, it's a bit late because it's the last game of the season, but if you do, Shem Tam's here. Good afternoon, Shem. If you do Super Brew with Jesse's channel, then you're just repeating, or hopefully you'll repeat your score lines that you've done there here. Just makes it easier, doesn't it? So 2-0 to who's that? Shem Tam's got a 2-0. Alan has a 2-0. Put Alan 2-0. Do we have anyone else on a 2-0 I can see up there at the moment? No. Colin Blackshaw's on a 2-0. Colin Blackshaw says 2-0 for his prediction. And then we have 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. Mikey Romero says 2-0. So Senor Romero. Right, 2-0 for Mr. Romero. Then I've got to go to a new score. So new score that I can see. The next one is 0-0 for Rob Belcher. So for Sir Rob, we go 0-0. Right, a 0-0 for Sir Rob. A 1-0 for Big John. Big John's got 1-0. Um, 1-0, 2-1, 2-0, 3-1 for Colin. So Colin is on 3-1. Colin, you still need to leave your ones for the Premiership because there's games tonight and you haven't done them yet. 3-1 for Colin. A 1-0 for Ronnie as well. Right, let's get Ronnie in for a 1-0. It's quite weird looking at this and doing it this way because I've already got you lot logged in for the previous results, but you're not all here doing them again. So I'm having to bounce to find people. 3-1 for Paul G. Paul's up there. Mr. Box Office, Alex, good afternoon, sir. I hope you work. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. Good afternoon, Alex. Right, who have we got here still celebrating? You're still celebrating. Afternoon, all. Just popped in to smash a like. I hope you're well, Jose, and all the chat. Thank you very much, Cookie. Take care. Bristol City, 3-1 for Cuba. The Cuba's going for 3-1 as well. So we'll copy Cuba's scoring. We have Cuba in at 3-1. Vindaloo. Big up, Jose. Keep up good work. If there's anything you can do to push me up the table, just blink twice, mate. And I'll leave mine later. Come on, West Ham. Yeah. And then he says bye-bye. He popped in, he said what he had to say, and he's off. Right, let me see. Is there anyone else putting a score in there? Right, so I'm going to read out the people that I have, right? I'm going to read out the people that I've got scores from, and then after that, I'm going to move on. Right, so Archer, Carl, Christopher, Colin B, Ronnie, Edem, Jess, DC, Shemtam, Page, Big John, Paul G, Dan, Kuva, Queen Els, Alan, Ryan G, Mikey Romero, Sir Rob, Colin, the Doctor, Drula, The Wiz, Luke, Richard. They're the people that I've got. Anybody else, if I haven't said your name, I don't have a score for you. Yeah, so I haven't said your name. That means I do not have a score for you. But no worries, Vindaloo. If you're working, you're working. You know, the work comes first, obviously, and then you can leave them at the end of this. At the end of the stream, you can leave them, Vindaloo. So no problems at all. But thank you for your support, mate. It's much appreciated. Queen Ellie says, honestly, everyone in your chat is a G. Jose, love your show, love the chat, love the banter. DPD are shit. As I message saying sorry, we missed you, Lion Bees. I was waiting for them. Right, we move on. Game number 2, please, everyone. It's Burnley versus Millwall. Burnley Millwall, people. Oh, sorry. My score for the last game, previous game, was 2-0. 2-0 was my score for the previous game. Right, Paige is first in. Oh, yeah. Right, so that's Paige I've got in there. So Paige, is anyone else coming with a 1-0 for? I think Paige might be the only one at the moment I can see with a 1-0. Got bigger score lines. Christopher's coming with a 3-1. Christopher says 3-1 in this game. Who else we got? We got a 0-1 from Big John. All right, Big John. A 0-1 for Big John. A 2-0 for Ryan. Ryan, geez, predicting a 2-0. And so is Drula. Drula's predicted 2-0 as well. Oh, where's Drula? Drula. There's Drula there. 2-0. I'm going to look for 2-0s at the moment, I think. 3-0, 3-1, 3-1, 1-all. 2-0 for Archer. I'm going to put Archer in 2-0. Dan says 2-0. I'm going to put Dan in at 2-0. Anthony Herbert, good afternoon, mate. Says hi, I enjoyed that show you was on with Budgie and Kieran. Yeah, it was a good show. They invited me. I'm glad that I went on. And the West Ham supporters, I was outnumbered, weren't I? Outnumbered, but they were respectable. They were a good crowd. You were also good because you was in the crowd as well, and you were giving it to me. But no, I hope you are well, Anthony. It was nice to see you, mate, in the chat, and I hope you won. It's nice to see you in the chat here as well, mate. Right, I need to find Paul G. Paul G. There we go. Paul G has gone with 2-0. Who's my next on my 2-0s? Right, I haven't got any more 2-0s, but I've got some 3-1s. So I've got Ellie on a 3-1. So Ellie's gone for 3-1. Let me find Ellie. Oh, there she is, Ellie. Ellie says 3-1, so I've got Ellie with a 3-1. 3-1 to David Clark. Yeah, I'm not sure whether the Super Brew goes into the playoff matches as well, or whether it's just the league phase it does and that's it. Because if it's just that, then there's no way you're catching that bot, mate. Ryan, yeah, you won't be catching that bot. Colin has also gone 3-1. I can see Carl Simpson's gone 3-1 for this game. Mr. Carl, 3-1. Jess has gone 3-1.
Have an abortion.
Miss Jess. Miss Jess is there. 3-1 Miss Jess. Oops. That's Miss Jess done. 2-0, 2-0, 1. Right. I'm going to go down to the 1-alls now. So I've got a 1-all. The first one I can see is from Raptos. Alan has gone 1-all. There's a 1-all for Alan. Right. Colin Blackshaw has also predicted 1-all. Colin Blackshaw has also predicted 1-all. There's Colin, 1-all. Do we have any more? Lee Wiz has predicted 1-all. Where's the Wiz? There's the Wiz down there, and he's on a 1-all. Right, I've got Wiz in at 1-all. A 1-0. Jimmy H is here. So Jimmy H is going 1-0. Good afternoon, Jimmy H. You've only missed the first game, Jimmy, and that was I'm doing the championship game, so it's whatever the top game was, which was Jimmy. Bristol City Preston is what you're missing, Jimmy. Bristol City Preston. Right, 1-0 to Jimmy. I know Jimmy was in the show on Wednesday. I need to add his 1-0 into there. Right, 1-0. 1-0 to Jimmy. So that's Jimmy's score here. Right, I was on the 1-alls and I've gone past the 1-alls and they're done. 3-0s I'm going to go for now, and I can see a few. Right, let's go up to the 3-0s. I did see a few. Ronnie, I've got 3-0. 2-0. 3-0. Kuva, 3-0. Kuva, 3-0. Right, I've got Kuva in there. 3-0 for Edem. Edem has also gone 3-0. Mikey Romero is 3-0. Right, that's the 3-0s that I can see. And then apart from that, I think I can see a 4-1 for Rob Belcher. Right, so Rob's gone 4-1. Where's Sir Rob? Where's Sir Rob gone? 4-1. 4-1 for Sir Rob. 4-1. And then I've got some other scores I've got to do, which is the doctor's gone 1-2. So 1-2 for the doctor. So the doctor thinks Millwall will go and get in the playoff spots, because that scoreline that you just said, Gus, would get Millwall into the playoffs. Now I've got to find Gus. Where's Gus? Here's Gus down there. Right, so I've got Gus. Am I missing anyone from the first predictions scores? Yeah, missing Richard. I ain't got a score for Richard at the moment. I need to find a score for Shemtown, and I think that might be it. Richard, Shemtown, and Jimmy Oxbow missed the first one. Right, and then I'm up to date. Luke, 2-0. 1-3 for Jimmy for the first game. Okay. Right, 1-3 for Jimmy. Right, 1-3 for Jimmy. Right, that's Jimmy done. Shemtown I'm missing. And I was missing Luke as well. Yeah, Luke's got 2-0. Thank you, Luke. You've got your score. And I'm missing Richard. So Richard and Shem. Let me go back and have a look, because I might have missed them. Me. Right, let me go. Ronnie, Jimmy, Queen Ellie, Lee, David Clark, Paul G, Rob, Daniel, Gus, Archer, Colin, B, Colin, Talking Ball, Kuba, Edem, Carl, Shemtam 2-1. Right, found Shemtam. Shemtam has put one in at 2-1. I knew Shemtan would have put it in somewhere, and I knew how to come to it. Copy Shemtan 2-1. That's the only person that I'm missing out of the people that are in the show at the moment. It's Richard. I'm going back up to the top. There's no Richard, so I haven't got a score for Richard. So with Richard, I'm going to have to move on. Right, so we go to game number 3. And game number 3 is Coventry versus Middlesbrough, please, people. Sorry, I didn't realise I had nothing at the top there. I was trying to avoid people listening to my cough. Right, the Doctor's first in at 1-3. Oh, sorry, for the last game, I went 2-0 as well. I've gone 2-0 for the last game as well. Adrian and Nita ain't here, so I'm going to put different colour code because I don't have to look for them. The colour code for you because you're not here. Different colour code for you because you're not here. Different colour code for you, sir, because you're not here either at the moment. Different colour code for you guys because you ain't here at the moment. Different colour code for you because you're not here either. I can't see you. I can't see you. In the bin and the potato. It's interesting because I left the message with the potato to tell him that the show was today. Right, so what we got? Right, we had first person with the first score for me in this game. Gus 1-3. Right, we have Gus at 1-3. I then have. Now I'm going to go for the 2-1s now because Jess is next. So we'll do the 2-1s. So Jess 2-1. Then after Jess, who we got? We've got Paige at 2-1. Drula's 2-1. Drula 2-1. The Wiz says 2-1. Lee Wiz. The Wiz says 2-1. The Wiz said 2-1. Have I got anyone else in here? 2-1 for David Clark. And a 2-1 for excuse me. A 2-1 for David Clark and a 2-1 for Luke. David Clark, I need to find you, sir. David Clark's up here. So basically, by the time we've done this, we'll have 23 games to predict on this week, which should give you. Yeah, we're on to this game now, Jimmy, and then we're up to date. Yeah, you're up to date, mate. You're up this game. Puma's also gone 2-1. So by splitting the show into 2, we've managed to get 23 predictions this week. Well, that's what it would be by the time we finish today's show. So that gives you what you want, the opportunity to make up points. 2-1 for Carl Simpson as well. Right, so I've got 2-1 for Carl's. I've got them 2-1s. Archer 2-2. So Archer is 2-all. Any more tools I can see there? Queen Ellie is tool. Elves Bells tool. In the bin. Hello, mate. In the bin, you've missed the first 2 games, and the first 2 games are I'm doing all the games from League from the Championship. So if you can see what the first 2 games are, give me your scores for them as well. Christopher Inshaw's won 2-2 as well. All right, in the bin is here now. Christopher Inshaw's Ed M's 2-2. Ed M, where's Ed M? Ed M's gone 2-2. We have Ed M. Any more 2-2s? I can see some 1-alls up there. Right, so now we're going to the 1-alls now. And the first person I can see on the 1-all is Colin at Talk and Ball. Colin at TB. There's Colin. There's Colin. And Colin's gone for 1-all. Next person after Colin, Jimmy H has gone 1-all. Jimmy H there predicts a 1-all draw as well. Jimmy H there. Colin Blackshaw's also predicting a 1-all draw. So Ronnie, so Colin's there. So Colin Blackshaw 1-all. Paul G says 1-all. Paul G says 1-all. Anyone else predicting there? Oh, Adrian, late to the party. God, there's a load of you that predicted right late. In the bin is predicted for the first 2 games. 1-all and 2-1. Okay, I'll get you in 1-all in the bin. In the bin. In the bin, 1-all. And in the bin says 2-1. Adrian, good afternoon, sir. Adrian is here. Good afternoon, Adrian. Let me put your scores. You just told me your 2 scores as well. Or your 3 scores behind because it's the 3rd game. But Adrian is going back to Bristol City. Let me see where Adrian is. Adrian, where are you? Let me find Adrian. Oh, you'd be in yellow because you wasn't here, was you? There we go. Adrian is there. Adrian is predicting a 2-1. A 2-0. And I'm not sure he's predicted for this game yet. Dan says 2-1. Shemtam says 3-1. But Adrian says 2-1 and Ronnie says 2-1. Ronnie's 2-1. Adrian was also, I believe, 2-1 in this one. Adrian. Adrian's 2-1, so Adrian's there. Did I see Shemtam says 3-1? Where's Shem? Shemtam says 3-1. There we go. Shemtam's there. Oh, I think we're nearly there, aren't we? Who am I missing? I'm missing a couple, I think. Right, so I need to find Big John. Mikey Romero, Ryan G, Rob Belcher. God, I have to find a few. Rob Belcher. And Richard, I don't know where Richard's gone. Right, let me go back up and have a look. Ryan G. Ryan G's gone 2-1. It's Ryan. Paul G. No. You've got to find the one with a G on the end of it. Paul G. There's Ryan G there. 2-1. Right. Now I need to look for Mikey R. Big John. Mikey 2-1. Big John 1-0. Could that be it? No, I've got to find Sir Rob. 0-2. Right, have I got everyone's? Right, it's 4-4. Yeah, got Colin. Drew's up to date. The Wiz is up to date. So it's in the bin. So is Luke. Right, we've got everybody's, I believe. I've gone for, lo and behold. Yeah, I found it, Big John. It's just like StreamYard and YouTube. You see it in one, and then when you go back again, it's not there. But then when you go back, it is. So it's not your fault. I just have to go back and look at them. I've gone for 2-0 to Coventry. I've gone for Coventry to win 2-0. Game number 4 for you guys is Derby versus Stoke, please, people. Derby v Stoke. Will it be Page first in again? How very dare you that I got it right. Page was first in again. Right, Page has gone in at 1-2. So Page was first in, but there seems to be a few 1-2s here. Do they people know something I don't know? Christopher Inshaw's gone 1-2. Drew has gone in 1-2. Adrian has gone 1-2. Right, let's find Adrian again. Adrian also predicts a 1-2. Right, so gone for the 1-2s. Next scoreline we've got is Jess at 2-1. Jess at 2-1. Jess, I've got to say to you that Vindaloo did leave his results in the comments section from the stream, from the show from Wednesday. So therefore, it looks like he's playing. And he left a comment there, and I can't remember what the comment said, but it did allude to the fact that he's trailing you at the moment. Big John's also gone 2-1. Colin has gone 2-1. Colin from Talk and Ball. Not to be confused with Colin B. Colin, you're Talk and Ball. Colin B, you know you're Colin Blackshaw. 3-2. Carl Simpson's also gone 2-1. Senor Simpson has gone 2-1. It's Mr. Bobby K, the other part of the 3 Spurs boys, the other part of the collaborates that made it all possible for me to show you that intro today. Thank you very much, Bobby K. Now I've got to find Bobby and he's scoring. Now I know that Bobby left it the other day on the old on the stream, so I know we've got Bobby somewhere. Right, Bobby K. There we go. Right, Bobby K's gone 3-0, I think. Did Bobby K go 3-0? Bobby K's gone 3-0. Hoover, the other collaborate, has gone 4-1. 4-1, Senor Hoover. Wow, I've got people all the way down here. Good morning, bro. Right. Daniel's gone 2-1. I'm all over the shop with these ones now. Daniel's gone 2-1. I've got yellow, I've got green, I've got orange, I've got blue, I've got all sorts going on my screen at the moment. Ryan G has gone 1-0. Just to try and keep some sense of where I am, because I've got Wednesday's fixtures in here with today's. It's just 2-0 to David Clark. Mr. Clark, 2-0. As I go further up the list, Paul G said 2-1. Paul G is 2-1. We have Paul G. 4-1, 3-0. I've got Carl Simpson says 2-1. Did I get yours, Carl, earlier? I did. Right, so I'm on the 3-2. So Colin Blackshaw has said 3-2. There we go. My wife must be returning because the dogs are all barking again. 3-2 for Colin B. It's a 3-2 for the Wiz. 3-2 for the Wiz. Any more 3-2s? The only two I think I saw. Gus Parker's got a 4-3. Let's add Gus Parker's 4-3 in there. Now the doctor says 4-3. 4-3. In the bin has got a 0-1.
Yes, sir. This is our food.
0-1.
Upstairs.
Is that in the bin? In the bin. Zero one for in the bin. Who else we got up there? A 0-3 for Mikey Romero. Mikey Romero, 0-3.
Do you love your mummy?
Rob Belcher, 1-1. That's a score that I'm missing. Is a 1-1. It's a Rob.
He's happy to see you.
So Rob's there, 1-0.
He's cute, this baby.
1-0. 2-1 for Talk and Ball, Colin. Did I catch yours earlier, Colin? No, I've got yours, Colin, already. So, Ed M 0-2.
And her, look.
Ed M. Where's Ed M? Ed M is a 0-2.
Now it is. You see the moon?
0-2. Right, I'm missing a fair few people.
Yeah.
Where are these people? Let me go up. Right, Spotlight. So Luke's gone 1-0. So I've got Luke's as well. Right, down there I've caught. Up there I've got Bobby and I've got Lee Wiz. Right, Drewler's got a score. Always has got a score. Then Drewler's 1-2. There we go. 1-2 for Drew. La. Then I've got on there. Rakdos. Right, what does Alan say?
That's it. Yeah, I think it's on a plate.
Shensam's gone 1-0. So Alan is the one I haven't got a score for at the moment. I can't see.
I need you to keep this close.
Shensam's gone 1-0. Where's Shensam?
I know just why like the way the garlic hit and turn around.
I need to look for Archer, Ronnie, Jimmy H. Archer, Ronnie, and Jimmy H. Ronnie 2-1. Jimmy H gone 2-0. Jimmy H went 2-0. Right, Christopher, trying to work out whether you're an adult or whether you're a youngster. And I'm starting to lean on the fact that I think you might be a youngster because you kind of do this all the time on the show where you just start banging in all sorts of scores, and it makes it pretty difficult because then I have to look. It's not like I've got like 5 games. I've got like 12 games today. I ain't got 5 games. I've got 12, and it makes it a bit more difficult. But yeah, I was just trying to work it out the other day. I'm looking for Archer, and I cannot see Archer at all. Let me go back down here again and have a look. I couldn't see Archer there for a minute. No, so I can't see Archer. His score.
She wants her own stuff, doesn't she?
Queen Ellie. I can't see a score, and Queen Ellie is pink on her moniker, so I can't see Ellie's score either. You said 2-1, did you, Archer? Sorry, mate. Well, I've gone back up and I can't see it anywhere, mate. Sorry. So I'll put 2-1 for you now, Archer. Ellie definitely hasn't given me a score. Alan hasn't given me a score. And as for the rest of the people, I believe that we're up to date with everyone else. So I've gone for 2-0 in this game for Derby versus Stoke. Ellie, you've got to give me a score for this game before I move on. There's no point bantering the chat unless you give me a score, Ellie, which you haven't done so already. Give us a score, Els, and then you can start. There we go. 1-2 for Ellie. Ellie is superb. Ellie likes to misbehave a bit. She's very mischievous, Ellie. Very, very mischievous. Hello, Neil. You're back, are you? Neil, you might as well give me your score for Derby versus Stoke. If your phone's working, if your phone's up and running, if you're back, just give us your score from this game onwards. You'll put the scores in at the end. Okay, well, I've done it. You can do them now, Neil. It's up to you. I'm not too fast. 1-0. Okay, Neil, I'll take you 1-0 now. All right, Neil is saying 1-0. So, Neil, you've only missed 3 games before this, and all 3 games are in the championship. So it's the first 3 games in the championship list for this one, which can be found anywhere. Right. Here we go. A second, let me see. Just to add this. Am I up to date? Am I up to date? Do this. Right. The next game for you people is Norwich v Cardiff. Norwich v Cardiff, please, people. Right. Right, so Neil's coming first, I think, with a Coventry 2-1. Right, Coventry 2-1. So that's, I don't know how many games ago. Right, so Neil says 2-1. Now I've got to find Neil. Neil says 2-1. Right, so that's Neil. Right, so I think the first person really in was Queen Ellie. Queen Ellie says 2-0. Gemtown does this 2-0. 2-0. So 2-0 for this. 2-0 for Queen Ellie. Ellie 2-0. Lovely. Got Ellie in at 2-0. Shemtam 2-0. Page 2-0. We've got a 2-0 train here. Page 2-0. Gus has gone 3-1 Burnley. That was earlier on, wasn't it? Right, so where's 3-1? Sorry, not Gus. Neil has gone 2-1 Burnley. Right, so I have to find Neil. But Neil's also gone 2-0 Norwich, which is this one. Any more 2-0s? Yeah, Drula's gone 2-0. Drula 2-0. Right, we have Drula as well. Do I have? Yeah, Christopher, can you let me know? Are you a youngster? Is what I wanted to know. You've not answered me. I'm not asking for your age. I'm just asking whether you're a youngster. That's all, mate. Rob Belcher 2-0. You could be our youngest. Our youngest player that plays at the moment is James. James is the youngest player I know that plays us at the moment, and James is like 20, I think, now. Who did I have for 2-0? I just called someone out and I've just moved it along. Queen Ellie. Rob Belcher's got 2-0. Rob's got 2-0. Good evening, Mr. M. He says Wenger out. Superb, as per usual, Mr. M. Mr. M is starting here at 2. Oh, Christopher, you're 50. I didn't ask you. I just said, were you young? That's all. Decent age, mate. You're younger than me. Younger than me, sir. Mr. M. That's coming with a 2-2 draw. Right, I've got Mr. M at 2.
I guess we need one French bread then, really. Well, French bread is eaten then, won't it?
Yeah, Neil, you're missing one game, mate. Neil, you're missing Brighton Preston. Yeah, Christopher's young. He's younger than quite a few of us on here. Quite a few of us, Christopher. You are younger than us, sir.
Yeah.
Nice to have you, but you are younger than us. It's nice. So when we talk Tottenham, you'll probably remember some of the older stuff that we talk about. Ryan G 2-1.
You're the one that puts your no, I didn't. Not over a ton of I guess
Adrian is 2-1 as well.
Yeah, but they were scattered everywhere. And I had to fucking
Adrian, let me find Adrian again.
Well,
Adrian.
This day, I don't like
Jimmy.
I don't like putting them up there. This no, it's obviously supports my reason.
Adrian, there we are. I found you, Adrian.
The dog are doing it now, what's still
2-1 for Adrian. 3-2 for Bobby.
Yeah, that's why first.
El Bobby 3-2. Bobby 3-2. David Clark's also 2-1. David Clark is 2-1 scoreline for him in this game. Mr. Clark 2-1. Wenger out, evening. Cardiff demonstrating nicely how much difference a new Flash Stadium made. 3-1 for Carl. 3-1 for Carl. Got Carl's in. A 1-1 for Luke. So 3-1 for Carl, right? So if there's a 3-1 for Carl, I'm going to go look for the 3-1. 3-1 for Dan. 3-1 for in the bin. In the bin says 3-1 as well. Got you in the bin. 3-0, 3-0, 4-1, 1-3 for them. 3-1 for Jess. 3-1 for Mikey Romero. Jess. 3. Oops. Let me put that on again.
Mostly.
Jess. 3-1. Mikey Romero. 3-1. Jimmy H. 2-1. Jimmy H. 2-1. We got Jimmy H in here. 2-1. Any more 2-1s? Up and down we go. And where she stops, nobody knows. I've got Adrian's 2-1 already. Got Ryan G's 2-1, have I? Think I have. Adrian yet. Ryan G yet. Archer I've got already. Bristol City Preston 0. Right, so we need to look for another score. Another score now. So who am I looking for? I will find him. Kuva. Kuva's gone 2-0. There we go. Said I'd find. And I sought. And I got. Kuva says 2-0. Now looking for a boy in blue moniker. Can I find the blue moniker up there anywhere? No, so Paul G hasn't given me a scoreline yet. But Colin has. Colin says 1-0. So let me stick Colin's score in there. Colin says 1-0. Gus Parker says 1-0. Gus is 1-0. Right, who am I missing? Who am I missing? Right, let me have a look up from the top. God, I'm missing a few. Colin B and Ronnie. That's not to say you haven't done it. It's just I haven't. Ronnie says 4-1. Ronnie's 4-1. Right, Colin B and Ronnie. So Rob says 2-0, which I think I've already got Sir, haven't I? Yeah. All right. Colin B's 2-all.
The veg is done.
Edem.
Make sure
Edem's 1-3. For this game. Big John. It's Big John. Big John, I just saw yours 3-0. Paul G still. Is he around?
Do you want to get some bowls ready? Make sure they're clean.
Paul G says 2-0.
Give me
Paul G says 2-0. Mr. M says, Mr. M's given me 2-all, but now it's gone 2-0. I don't know what your 2-0 is for, Mr. M. 2-0, 2-0. 3-1. Right, who am I missing? Who am I missing? Who am I missing? Right, I need to find one for Luke, and I saw Luke earlier. Luke had a different score, didn't he, to the others? That's why I went past Luke earlier. 1-all Luke had. Luke 1-all. There we go. Got that one. I'm missing. Should be able to find because you've got the Liverpool 3-1, 3-0 for Lee Wiz. Got Wizzy as well. I've done Alan. We've lost Alan for the last couple. I think I've got everybody else. I've gone for Norwich 3, Cardiff 0 is what I've gone for. A 3-0 scoreline. Just having a quick look at two people. So Mr. M, how many points does Mr. M need to break the 100 mark? Where is Mr. M? Mr. M, 47 points in 4 weeks. You break the 100 mark. Got a chance of doing it this week if you get all the all your scores in. And who was the other person I was looking at that's playing today? So Mr. M, so the people that are playing today, Luke, 55 points away with 4 weeks to go. So Luke wants more games because Luke wants to get there. Alan, you're missing the previous game to this as well, mate. I can go back and tell you. So you've got Mr. M, who can break the 100 if he plays. Luke is looking to break the 100. Shantan got games to break the 100. And then further up, have I got any people further up? Christopher Inshaw, 43 to break the 200. Colin, 24 away from the 200. There's quite a few people that can hit the 200 milestone this week. 300 milestone. Gus Parker, Jimmy Hotspur, Archer, Alan, all there or thereabouts. Neil is 50 points away with 5 weeks to go. Richard 243, Bobby 230. There's a lot of people that can hit the 300 point mark. And the 400 points should and could be broken by Adrian, Big John, Drula, Paul G. Paul G is a bit further away, but Paul G in the next couple of weeks can be getting there. David Clark will get there as well in the next few weeks. So 364. There's a load of you that can break the 400. Si, start here, Norwich Cardiff, mate. Right, but I've got a 2-0 for Alan. Let me just finish this one up. Norwich versus Cardiff, and it's a 2-0 from Rakdos. Let me find Rakdos at the moment. Where is Rakdos? He's up here. Right. Alan, I'm missing Derby versus Stoke for you. So if you can hear me, Alan. Derby v Stoke. Si, if you're playing, start from here. I need to find, did you play during the week? You must have done. Not normally plays, surely.
You can get down, I promise.
Yes, I did play during the week. So I've gone in at 1-1. 1-1. Si, we're doing all the games in the championship. So basically, if you want to have a look, you've missed 1, 2, 3, 4. You've missed 4 games, Si. We're on to the 5th game of the championship at the moment. So if you can find the games, all good. If you can't, then I'll see how my time is at the end and whether I can roll back for you guys. Mr. M says Derby 2, Stoke 1. Derby 2, Stoke 1. Mr. M, I need to roll back for you because you're way off the pace. You need loads. So I will roll back if I get the chance at the end for you. Alan says 0-1. Right, 0-1. Right, 0-1. Right, I think I've got everyone for this game. I've already given my prediction. Right, so we move on. I think I've got everyone. So we move on. The next game for the weekend is a little matter of Plymouth versus Leeds.
Oh, do you want us to put some in a bowl for you?
No.
You don't want none?
Just don't give me nothing.
No. Okay.
You know the tips. Something. What's best to dish this out?
I think you want the juice. You
Go
want
on,
the spin one?
you dish.
Oh.
And top us up some bread. A nice big fat piece.
Right. So we're at Plymouth versus Leeds, and I think the first person in was Carl. Right, so Carl is saying 1-3. I need to find one Carl, and Carl's gone
What do
1-3.
the rest of it? Oh, quite a lot.
We have Paige at 1-3.
Okay.
We have Drula has a 1-3. What a week it'll be for you, Jess. You win the title tomorrow, then you've got Liverpool and Leeds. Fantastic week. You couldn't have asked for anything more. at the start of the season, could you? Have I got any more 1-3s here? 1, 2, 1. Is that a 1-3? Yeah, David Clark's one for a 1-3. David Clark is also a 1-3. Side dancer is a 1-3. Say. Where's me Simon? Simon 1-3. Side dancer. Shentan is also 1-3.
What has been, seems like they've made massive gains. They got mayors and stuff now. I'll tell you right now, Mum, I'm fully 100% committed to
0-3 for Adrian.
A different country if this country becomes racist.
0-3 for Paul G.
Wipe the side down.
I did, look.
You did. I don't know. I just asked.
0-3 for Paul G. Any more 0-3s that I can see? 0-3 for Archer. 0-3 for Ronnie. Ronnie, where's Ronnie? Ronnie's up here somewhere. There's Ronnie. 0-3. Who we got? Dan 0-3. Cool. I ain't going to get many points on you, Dan, this week. You copying me, and I haven't even told you what I got. The Wiz is 0-3. Wiz, where are you, Wiz? Down there. 0-3 with the Wiz. Gus Parker is 0-3. Doctor is on a 0-3. Right. Bobby K. 1, 2. El Bobby. El Bobby. Where's El Bobby? Senor Bobby. 1, 2 for Sir Bobby. A 1-4 for Jess. Jess sees goals. But I think someone's seen more than Jess. A 1-4 for Jess. A 1-4 for in the bin. They're messing around with these scores, is there, people? One 4 for in the bin. A 1-2 for Neil. Oh, where's Neil? Neil's up here. A 1-2 for Neil.
No, I'm about to go now. Washing up.
A 1-2 with Jimmy A.
Right, I need that bread, French bread there.
1-2. 1-4 for Sir Rob as well. Easy. Got some 1-4s coming in here. Although I have seen a high score. I'm sure I saw a 1-5 somewhere. A 1-4 there. A 0-2 for Mr. M. I've got a 1-all for Ed M. Ed and a 1-all. Ed M. Ed M. 1-1. Mikey Romero is 1-5. Mikey 1-5. Right. A 1-3 for them. A 1-2 for Colin.
No, this is everywhere. No, the bottom corner is everywhere.
Yeah, but services of game, Cambridge, and prices.
Yeah, but in total.
Big John is going for 0-7. Go on, Big John. Doesn't do anything by half measures, old John. 0-7. Who else we got? Any more scores? 1-2. 1-2 for Spotlight on Spurs. So Luke's got a 1-2. Yeah, it's interesting, Dan, because I do mine before the show starts. Because otherwise, you know, I'll be all over the shop. And some of the scores that I've gone for today, I think you might have gone for some of them as well. I can't remember. what each one, but I think there's at least a couple that you've gone for that I've got the same scoreline as you as well. Yeah, definitely a couple of games. It's two for definite. Right now I need to find more people, so I need to look for Colin B. What's Colin B said to me? Colin B said 1-1. Ye of little faith, man. Plymouth are down already. I just don't understand people sometimes. Right, Cougars. Cougars scorelines Cougar giving me. Cougar, where are you, Cougar? Right, I can't see Cougar there at the moment. Who else am I missing? Who's beneath Cougar? The Troublemaker. Has the Troublemaker put one in yet? No, the Troublemaker hasn't put one in yet. Ellie, where are you? You messing about again? You're being naughty. Then I've got to look for Alan and Ryan G. I saw Ryan G put one in there. 0-3 for Ryan G. I'm starting to wonder, are Ryan G and Dan the same people? Because they look like they're going for the same scores. Alan. Did Alan give me a score? Right, that's man. This is what I'm looking for. Did you give me a score? You may well have done, and I might have missed it. But I'm going up and I'm looking through the ranks. Looking at 0-2. There you go. Right. Who else have I got missing here? I think I've got everyone else. So the only people I'm missing is Kuva and the Troublemaker. Kuva and the Troublemaker. There's the Troublemaker. She's coming now with a 0-2. Thanks, Trouble. Right. So I think I've got everybody's. Right. So I've got all yours. Next game we go to is Portsmouth versus Hull. Pompey versus Hull, please. Oops, I can see that. Right. Who was the person that came in late that started to try and give me some scores? I think it was Si. So let me go back and work out size. Did he put a Coventry and Derby score in there? Let me go back and have a look. Side dancer, because I've got a couple that Si put in there. The Si tries to confuse me. So it's a 1-3 which I got for this game. Derby 1-0. Right, so the Derby result I've got you for your Si as a 1-0. Right, so Si 1-1. And then Si, did you give me a score for Coventry Borough? Go back. Coventry Borough 1-1 as well. There you go. Si, I got you. You're up to date, mate. Now we can start on Portsmouth versus Hull. And we start with Drula. Drula was first in. She says, I don't want to be like my aunt. I want to be my own person. And she came in with a decisive 1-2 straight away. So Drula is on a 1-2 straight away. So where's my Drula? There's my Drula there. 1-2 for Drula. But hot on the heels is Paige, who's also gone for a 1-2 scoreline. A 1-2 scoreline will keep Hull up, by the way, people. Hull would stay up with that scoreline. Are there any more 1-2s here? In the bin? In the bin, 1-2. Any more 1-2s? Alan. Right, Dosh Madness. Right, Alan, 1-2. Lovely. Any more 1-2s? 1-2 for Carl. Senior Simpson is on a 1-2. Naughty, the naughty one's on a 1-2. Hello, Naughty's on a 1-2. The 1s and 2s. Archer's also a 1-2. I did show the league table earlier, Gus. There's about six teams involved that can still go down. and that's mathematically. But really, in hindsight, Plymouth are already down because they'd need a +10 goal swing, so they need to win their game by double figures, and they need a team above the teams above them to lose by 10 goals in order to match up the goal difference. So it's going to be pretty difficult. I think they're already, for me, for all intents and purposes, mathematically, Cardiff are down already, but they're down as well. They just can't put them down because you've got to play the game out. But they're down. Doesn't matter what kind of scoreline happens tomorrow, unless they win by double figures and those around them lose by double figures, then they are down for all intents and purposes. Right, so we got 2-0 for Mikey Romero, a 1-0 for David Clark. A 1-0 for David Clark. A 2-1 with Paul G. Paul G. 2-1. Paul G. 2-1. Let me see if I can find any more 2-1s up here. 2-1 for Adrian. Adrian's on a 2. Oopsie daisy. Adrian is on a 2-1. Shemtam's on a 2-1. Two up with Jess. Right. Side dancer's gone 0-0, so now I'm starting from the top again. So side dancer has gone zip. Bobby K has gone 1-0. Bobby K. Bobby. There we go. There's Bobby there. Well, Bobby's 1-0. Luke is 0-2. Luke is 0-2. Let's look down there. And then I have a 4-0 for Sir Rob. Mr. Rob Belcher, 4-0. 4-0 for Sir Rob. 1-2 in the bin, which I think I'd already got. Tell me that I'm right and I had it, please. Who's in the bin? In the bin. Yeah, in the bin I've got. Neil, 2-2. I didn't have that, I know that. So Neil is a 2-all draw. Who we got after that? Big John. Sorry, the Wizards got rid of 2. Let me just put the Wizard in as well. Might as well get the 2-2, all the 2-2s copied and pasted across. So the Wizards gone 2-all. Is there any more 2-2s there? 2-1, 2-0, 1-all. 2-1 for Mr. M. 2-1 for Mr. M. 2-1 for Mr. M. Right, 2-1. 1-0 for Talking Bally. 1-0 Talking Ball. Any more 1-0s there? Kuva 0-3 and a 2-1. 0-3. Kuva 0-3 and a 2-1. Kuva's got yours. Kuva's up to date. Who else am I looking for? 1-0s I was looking for, but no, jump the 1-0s. A 1-all for DC. Did I get David Clark already? I think I might have done. I've got David Clark's already. Got Mr. M. Got Archer. Right. Mr. Blackshaw, Ronnie, Edem, Jess. Let me start from the top. Jess 2-1. Okay, so I did say some 2-1s. Jess 2-1. Who am I looking for? Edem, Ronnie, and Colin B. Edem, Ronnie. Have I got Ronnie's there? Ronnie's 1-1. Ronnie is 1-1. So I have Ronnie's. Colin B and Edem. Colin B and Edem. Go back up at the top again. Let's find Colin Blackshaw and Ed M. Is it me? Is it my eyeballs messing me about again? Ed M went 4-2. It's me eyeballs then, Ed. It's me eyeballs. 4-2. Colin Blackshaw. Let me have a look for Colin. You're Colin giving me a score line. I can't see what Colin be there at all. Who else am I missing? Right, Big John, he would have given me a score. I'll be able to find Big John. I'll have to win to stay up, so 0-1. Unfortunately, wherever Luton are, I think Luton survive, and all the rest of the places remain unaltered for me. Dan Coys, did he give me a score? Colin B's gone 1-0. Right, so I've got Colin B's 1-0. I'm missing Dan and Ryan G. But I'll be able to find them. Dan and Ryan G. As I go up, find them. 0-1 with Dan and a 1-0 for Ryan G. 0-1 with Dan and a 1-0 for Ryan G. Right, then I'll need to find the doctor. Crazy relegate. The doctor's gone 0-1 as well. And then I think, yeah, we're up to date. I've gone for Portsmouth 2, Hull 1. I think the only team that get out of this is Luton. And I'm being honest, I think Luton are the only team that get out of this. Right, the next game that we go to, please, people, is we're nearly done. Sheffield United versus Blackburn. Right, I did get Collins talking balls 1-0, didn't I? I did, yeah. Yeah, I've got it once. So, yeah. So, we are now on Sheffield United Blackburn. We haven't got many games to go, I believe. How many we've got left? 1, 2, 3. There's 5 to go. So, we've done 7, 5 to go. And that gives you the 23 games for this week. Absolutely crazy bumper week we've had. I think Carl Simpson's the first one in. And Carl Simpson is going for a 1-2. I ain't got no colour, Ellie. I ain't been out at all. I've been ill, not been out. It's probably with the coughing. The coughing's making me go red, where I keep coughing so much. And then remind myself to cough again. Right, as your scores come through, I'm going to start with Carl at 1-2. I can't see another 1-2 at the moment, but we'll look for the 1-2s first. Has anyone else gone the same way as Carl? Side Dancer has gone the same way as Carl. Side's gone for a 1-2. Sai has gone for a 1-2. Right, I need to find another score. So a different score is a 2-1. The first person to put that score in order is Jess. Jess has gone 2-1. After Jess, you have Edem at 2-1 and Drula at 2-1. Edem at 2-1. Drula 2-1. Neil 2-1. Neil 2-1. Shemtan 2-1. Shemtan 2-1. In the bin 2-1. Queen Ellie 2-1. Did I say in the bin? I did. Queen Ellie's 2-1. Paige is also 2-1. Adrian is 2-1. Paige and Adrian. Paige 2-1. Adrian 2-1. Adrian, I don't know whether EMF has forgotten about the show, but he's not turned up yet. And if he doesn't put any in, then he misses out on these, Adrian. I don't know whether you're going to tell him, be sporting and tell him, or whether you're just going to let him forget. But let's be fair, the show has been set up, so it would have notified people if you've got your notifications on. If you haven't, I can't help you. David Clark, 2-0. Mr. Clark, 2-0. David Clark, 2-0. Have I got any more 2-0s? Cooper's coming with a 2-0. There we go. Dan's coming with a 2-0. Dan also a 2-0. Ryan G. I told you, Ryan G and Dan are the same person. 2-0. Yeah. 2-0 to Big John. The Big John's on a 2-0. Right, and then we have Bobby K on a 0-2. Bobby K on a 0-2. Any more 0-2s here? Rob Belcher is a 0-2. Any more 0-2s in the house? Round table, all done, mate. Right, so Ronnie says 1-2.
I'm not sure how much rice is it.
Oh, not too much.
That much.
Well, I don't know, but a couple of handfuls probably.
I did a cup.
Right, that's the order. Oh, I forgot.
In fact, we have chopped tomatoes. We have chopped tomatoes.
Oh, you've messaged him. You want to let him have a go, do you?
But something that advice sometimes, so shut that door.
Ronnie 1-2. Did I say Ronnie 1-2? I think I might have done. Let me just make sure that I've got Ronnie in there. No, I didn't have. So Ronnie's in there now. Right, now I'm going to do my scrambling because there are different scores here, though. Mr. M's 1-2.
Yeah.
Good, Mr. M 1-2. So at the end, I'm going to have to roll back for Mr. M, Colin, Mr. M, Colin, Bobby K. Jesus, I'm trying to see. Colin, Bobby K, Mr. M,
Grab your phone, we do the game. And I'm going to leave it.
Richard, but I don't know where Richard is. Hanno, but I don't know where he is. Anyone else up here that I need to roll back for? No, I think that's it from the people that are in the shows at the moment. Right now, I'm looking for scores. So Colin B again. Paul G 1-0. Paul G 1-0. And it's rubbish because I wanted people to hear the outro again. at the end, but I'm going to have to, some people would have left by the time I put the outro on. It'd be nice if you stayed on today so you can hear me out. The outro that the boys have prepared for me, if you haven't heard it, as the intro. You hear it again as the outro. I don't have to go, Bobby. I'm quite happy to do it for you guys. Right, where am I? Paul G was 1-0. Talking Paul Collins says 1-0. Did I get Collins already? No, I didn't have Collins 1-0. There we go. Anyone else got a 1-0? Because the 1-0 seems to be the score that I'm looking for. Colin Blackshaw says 1-0. That's lovely. So found Colin as well. Anyone up there says 1-0 or not? No, they don't. So I'm now looking for scrambling for Jimmy H. Jimmy H would have given me a score. Just need to find it. Jimmy's gone 1-0. Right, next score that I need to find is I need to find Alan and Mikey. Alan and Mikey. Alan's 3-1. And now I've got to find Mikey R. So I've got to find Mikey R. Senor Romero, I'm looking for your score. I will find and I will put 1-3 for you, sir. You went 1-3 for Mikey R. I then need to find the doctor. Went for 0-0. I'm sure I saw the doctor going for 0-0. And that, no, I need one more. The Wiz. Got the Liverpool moniker. I can't miss the Wiz. The Wiz went for 3-1. Good old Wiz, got him in there as well. Wiz, you sound like a Scouser, by the way. I forgot to tell you. You've got the most staunch Scouse accent I've ever heard. But there's a fair few of you that in the community that have got really staunch Scouse accents. Big time Scouse accents. Right. And you know what I mean? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Big Scouse accents. Right. So I've gone for a 2-0 Sheffield United win against Blackburn. Which will then jeopardise Blackburn's chances of getting into the playoffs. That's what I was talking about, Lee. You say I so haven't. That's what I was talking about. You, the people that support Liverpool in the community, all sound like Scousers. All of you. No, I know, right, I'm joking because they all sound like Scousers. There's not one Scouser amongst them that supports Liverpool. Everybody does sounds from anywhere other than Liverpool. That's why I'm taking the piss. I'm laughing about it. Right, the next game we got is Sunderland versus QPR. Sunderland versus QPR. Carl Simpson 3-1. First in. All right, let me get a few of your scores up on the boards and as they come in. I haven't heard your voice yet, Ryan, but I reckon you don't sound like you're from Dudley or anywhere like that. You might well be, but I don't know whether you'd sound like someone from Dudley. Right, who we got? Oh, solidarity. Bobby has put a result in because of Theos, Ellie's husband, who's a QPR supporter. Sunderland have already... See, the weird thing is, Sunderland have already qualified for the playoffs, haven't they? But they've had been a shocking run of results lately as well, Sunderland. And QPR, I think QPR might have lost the last 2 games. Before that, the previous 4 before that, they weren't doing badly. So Ryan, if your accent's normal, see, I say my accent's normal, but you lot are going to tell me sometimes I sound like a Cockney. But to me, that's normal. So what's normal to you? Right, I'm going to have to start putting some scores in. Not everyone's coming yet, but we'll start putting them in. And the first person I can see is Carl. So we'll put Carl's in. Simpson 3-1. Then I've got Page at 3-0. It's much easier when you get the same scoreline because then it's easy to do, but we move on. 3-0. A 1-2 for Senor K. 1-2 for Senor K. Mr. K, I like the tent. Or the tents, as I would say. I need to get myself a pin sticker's guide of how to put a tent up, Mr. K. Bobby K, 1-2. 1-2 for Bobby K. How do I find and put up a tent? Bobby K, 1-2. Here we go. Senor K, 1-2. Do you know what? I'm going to look to see if I've got 1-2s there because I've got the 1-2s open at the moment. 1-1. God, fucking not 1-1-2 in the house. Shit, they're all owned. Right, I'm going to go with the 2-1s. Big John, my accent is normal. Never mind you lot. Yeah. It's superb. I've seen you on screen. I've heard you speak, John, and I was most impressed. Most impressed with your accent, sir. Most impressed. I've always said it. Top man, that lad. Top accent. Aye. 2-1 for Ryan G. I'm going to look for the 2-1s because I'm not getting much hope on the others. Archer's gone 2-1. Jess has gone 2-1. Right, let's get Jess in at 2-1 as well. 2-1 for Kuva. Kuva has also gone for a 2-1. Let's get Kuva in there. 2-1 for Kuva. There we go. Kuva's in at 2-1. 2-1 with Colin Blackshaw. 2-1 for Sir Rob. Sir Blackshaw, 2-1. Mr. Rob. Mr. Rob? Where are you, Mr. Rob? Mr. Rob. There he is. Mr. Rob, 2-1. Above them two, any more 2-1s there? No. Drooler, 2-1. Okay, so Drooler's also 2-1. So we get Drooler in at 2-1. Right, before I start closing off the 2-1s, is there any more down the bottom? No. Okay. So Luke's gone for a 2-all draw. Luke is on a Daigle. A car Daigle. Daigle for Luke. And then we've got a zip for Ronnie. Ronnie's got a 0-0. Let's get Ronnie in on a. What are we on? Something keep you up. Ronnie's giving me. Who gave me the 2-1? Is that Colin B? And I've put it into the wrong place. Yeah, I think Colin Blackshaw gave me a 2-1. So let me just take that one out. Put Colin Blackshaw as a 2-1. A 0-0 for Ronnie. So we're currently on Sunderland versus QPR. It wasn't you, Ryan, that I was talking about. I've got you already, Ryan, I believe. Yeah, I've got you already, mate. It wasn't you. It was a scoreline I'd put in there. Ed M. The QPR manager's on gardening leave. Cifuentes. 3-0 for Ronnie. Sorry for Ed M. Cifuentes is on gardening leave. He'll go and get himself a job anywhere else. Jimmy H and Adrian, where are your scores? Let me have a look for Jimmy H and Adrian. Adrian is 1-1. Jimmy H is 1-1. Two great minders think alike us. Both on a 1-1. Right. David Clark, Shemtan, and Big John. David Clark, Shemtan, and Big John. I'll go up this way. Big John's gone for a 2-0. So David Clark is Shemtan. Let's go up and look. Can't see nothing there, so I'll go down this way. David Clark, 2-0. There we go, David Clark. Shemtan. David Clark. Mr. M 1-0. Mr. M 1-0. 2-0 for Shemtown. 2-0 for Shemtown. A 1-1 for. Did I see Mr. M put in 1-1? I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did. Mr. M was 1-1. Yeah, Mr. M is 1-1. Right, Mr. M was 1-1. Moving on next. Who am I looking? I'm closing in on Paul G, Dan, Ellie, and Neil. Paul G, Dan, Ellie, 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 Neil. God, Paul G's 2-0 as well.
You wanted a better 100%.
Neil 1-0. And now I'm looking for Dan and Ellie. Let me have a look further up. Are they there? No, they're not there. I can't see them up there. 1-0 for Dan. Okay, thank you very much, John. I haven't come across it yet, so it could be, I said, could be my minces. Could be my minces. And the 3-1 for Els Bells. She's only just coming with it. So she is up to her naughtiness again. Rakdos and Mikey Romero next. Rakdos and Mikey R. As we go up, Rakdos and Mikey R. Mikey R 0-2. I've got one. I have a score line for Mikey R and 0-2. So it's just Alan that I'm missing at the moment. Hello, look there. As I look further down, I'm now side dancer Colin and the Doctor and Wiz. Wiz is easy. Wiz is easy because he has 2-0. Can find Wiz because he's got the Liverpool emblem, so he's quite easy to find. I'm saying that, why have I lost him then? Right, that's Raptors. Where's Wiz? Where's Wiz? Oh, there he's Wiz. Wiz 2-0. In the bin. He would have given me a score in the bin, always does. We go back up for in the bin. In the bin's got 1-0. In the bin 1-0. In the bin 1-0. Right, so I'm now looking for the 3 people, which is Cy, Colin, and Gus. Should be easy enough to find. Gus is 1-0. Gus is 1-0. And now it's just Colin and Cy, which should also be easy to find. Colin. Colin and Cy. Cy went for a Daigle, and Colin's the one I'm missing. Yeah, it could be that he's got to go to work. And if that's the case, then there's not much I can do about that. Let me just make sure one last wrap around before we move on to make sure Talking Ball is not being missed. No, Talking Ball says 3-1. Thank you. I've got Talking Ball 3-1. Right, I think I've got everybody for that now. And my scoreline prediction was Sunderland 2, QPR 1. Right, my accent is normal. Never mind you lot, says Big John. Oh, that was earlier. Right, the penultimate. Is it the penultimate game we're on now? I think so. The penultimate game. No, it's not. We've got 3 more to go. Right, Swansea Oxford, please. Think of Smithy. Swansea Oxford. Swansea Oxford, the next one, peoples. So I'll Belcher first in. Oops, it's not let me do it. Right. Carry on plugging them in. Oh. Sure. Can you make a couple of you guys?
I think so. Prawns, peppers, onion, carrot, pile of rice, a little bit of Santa, Cajun, fine.
Oh, that's some lovely one.
No, you had your prawns.
I did not.
You didn't have any
No,
prawns.
no, that's all.
So 5 packs between just Anthony and Mum.
Yeah, yeah, loads. I did put some in, but we didn't tell us that we had already eaten.
Oh, what have you eaten?
No,
All the rubbish in the bin.
yeah, I'm not already. Yeah, the thing's still burning, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'll be back. Right,
It smells
No,
let's have a look. Who we got? Who's first in? So Rob at 0-2. Mr. Belcher at 0-2. Let me see who it is. So Rob at 0-2. 0.
Oh, yeah, that's loads. Yeah. One.
Do we have any more 0-2s first of all?
More later.
3. This is the only one at the moment.
You need to clip it.
No. So Archer and Ryan G. I'm going to put in the 1-0. So who was I missing the last one? Sorry, I'm missing someone on the last game, no, no. Or do we cover this? Yeah, Alan haven't given us the last game. And now we're on to the 1-0. 1-0. Let me have a look for the 1-0. Archer 1-0. Ryan G's gone 1-0. Two 0 0-0. I tell you, 1-0s we're looking at, aren't we? I'm looking for 1-0. Any more 1-0s? The crowd haven't gone for any more 1-0s. So I'm now looking at 1-0s. And first one I can see is Ronnie.
Oh, no, I went into one shop to get
Ronnie 1-0.
Oreo ice cream recently.
Alan, you're missing the previous game, mate. The previous game was Sunderland QPR, Alan. You're missing that one. Who else we got? 1-0 for Ronnie. Talk and Ball 2-0. Colin. Where's Colin? Where's Colin? Colin went for a 2-0. The first 2-0 that you've done this this game week, Colin. 2-0. Right, 2-0 for Colin. I've got any more 2-0s then? 3-0. 3-1. A 2-0 for Queen Ellie. The Queen Ellie says 2-0. Queen Els Bells herself says 2-0. And that's it. Right, the Doctor's gone 3-0. The Doctor went 3-0. Right, Doctor has gone 3-0. Right, I saw some more 3-0s there. Oh,
Keep coughing on camera.
Shemtam 3-0.
Not covering your mouth, nothing. Good.
All right, now I've got some 2-1s coming in.
Oh,
2-1s. Right, who's giving me the 2-1? So I've got David Clark says 2-1. Adrian 2-1. We've got any more 2-1s? I've got 3-1 there, but I'm going to look for the 2-1s first. Ed M's 2-1. In the bins 2-1. Carl Simpson's 2-1. Is that Carl? Yeah, that's Carl. And then in the bins 2-1 as well. 2-1 for in the bin. Right. Let's start counting down with what I've got next. Right, who am I looking for? Right, Colin B. You give me a score, Colin. Colin B. Give me a score. I'll do these one by one. It's going to be easier than me having to be circling around. Colin Blackshaw 1-0. Next one I'm looking for is 2 people on the spin, Jess and Jimmy A. Jess would have given me a score. Jess has gone 1-2. And Jimmy H 0-0. Next 2 people or 2 people are, I've got to look for Paige and Big John. Paige normally gets in with fast. Page 1-2. Big John, where's Big John? I'll find him in a minute. Big John's also 1-2. Lovely. Big John 1-2. Next on my targets is a few of you. Paul G, Dan Coys, Kuvar, Neil, Mikey Romero. God, that's a list. Mike Romero, I said Mikey Romero. He says 3-1. I found his one. Alan, you gave me a score earlier, the one that you were missing, and I got. Oh, you did give me. I know you gave it to me. Where have you put it? You put it in 1-0 for Raptos. Yeah, I've got that. And 1-0 Sunderland. So I've got you, Alan. You're in with them ones. Right, now go back to the people that I was looking for and hunting for. Sounds like mad party, don't it? Paul G, Dan Coys, Kuva, and Neil. Kuva's 1-3. Kuva, I saw you. You said getting sniffy, didn't you? Sorry, mate. I knew I'd seen you somewhere. 1-3. Daniel 1-0. Now it's who's he now? Paul G and Neil.
nice out there. Food all right?
Neil 1-2. Neil 1-2. So Paul G is the one I'm missing because he's a blue moniker and I can't see Paul G score anywhere. I then move on down to Side Dancer and Drooler. £5 bus ticket. Okay, this is should go well. This is only 30 minutes by bus. Drooler's 1-2. Si, have you given me a score? 1-3. So 1-2, 1-3 with Si, and a 1-2 for Drooler. And a 1-2 for Drooler. Wow, am I missing so many people? Why am I missing so many? Right. Bobby K and the Wiz. The Wiz has gone 1-2. I need you 1-C for the Wiz. And El Señor Bobby has gone 2-2. And then I've got, we're missing now, Luke and Mr. M to finalise. Luke's 1-2 as well.
Bob's up there with you.
So Paul G and Mr. M, and then I've got everybody's. Right. 2-1 for Carl Simpson. I've got yours already, mate. Paul G and Mr. M. And that's the last wrap around I do, and then I'm going to move on. Paul G, Mr. M, Paul G, and Mr. M. I don't see any more scores. I don't see any more scores. So I'm gonna go and move on. Jose's scoreline is, and I'm gonna upset you, mate. I've just seen your comment, Rob, but it's about getting points this week, mate. I've gone for Swansea 2, Oxford 1. So if you have to time me out, Rob, then so be it. I've gone for a 2-1 to Swansea, I'm afraid. It's all end of the season stuff. These two ain't playing for nothing, are they, really? So, right, the next game, the penultimate game now, is Watford, Sheffield Wednesday. Exactly, Ellie. Bobby and Cooper, brilliant intro you've done for our Jose. Yeah, the intro and the video was absolutely fantastic. Right, so Luke's coming first with a 3-1. This is Watford versus Sheffield Wednesday, right? Luke says 3-1. Drooler says 3-1. Cole, this is, I don't know how we're going to fit this in. Colin, I don't know how we're going to fit all this into one sheet because there's 23 games on this one. 3-1 for, oh my God, where's that 3-1 gone? 3-1 for Drooler, 3-1 for Luke, a 3-1 for Carl. How can it be? Is this the penultimate game, Ryan? Do I need to speak German, son? Or do I need to speak a different language? I did say, right, Spurs fan John, right, just to say to you, mate, listen, I'm just going to check. Right, John, you're going to have to do two things, mate. On Wednesday, we did the Premiership predictions. So you'll have to go onto Wednesday's stream and leave your Premiership predictions for this week there. You've already missed last night's game. So you've got to give me the 10 for the week because Man City start the Premiership tonight, yeah? So there's one game at night, 4 tomorrow, 4 Sunday, 1 on Monday. And then on this one, at the end of this, John, leave all the Championship predictions. So the bonus games this week are the Championship ones. They're the ones we're dealing with today. The Premiership ones I'll take from you if you leave them on Wednesday's stream. All right, mate, hopefully that's as easy as I can put it. Right, I'm looking for some 2-0s. And at the moment with 2-0s. And I'm glad that John's appeared because John's gone past the 100. John's trying to climb and get that 200, isn't he? Oh, right. I've got a 2-0 for Shemtown. Two 0 for Shemtown. There was another 2-0. I have a 2-0 for David Clark. David Clark. Maybe I should have just started this backwards because it's becoming more and more difficult to look at this sheet because it's going right across and I'm going to go forward, backwards. Big John, there's still one game to go. I haven't got a clue what you lot go. If you lot know, there's still one game left. This is 11 out of 12, mate. Right, 2-0 for the Wiz. Okay. Push up. Adrian's also gone 2-0. So Adrian says 2-0. Rob Belcher says 2-0. Adrian and Rob Belcher both say 2-0. Rob's there. Rob Belcher's 2-0. Adrian was 2-0. Adrian. Three, 2-2, 3-2-2-2. In the bins, 2-0. In the bin. In the bins over 2-0. In the bins, 2-0 as well. Right, and then that's it. Big John's gone 1-2. I'm going to go down in order now. I think it's just easier.
I'm not getting too much for you.
Right, what's Archer going for? Let me see if I can find Archer. I have to do one by one. It's going to be madness. One by one. Archer. Gus Parker's gone 0-0. Right, Gus Parker 0-0. So these people are putting him in later. So get him in now. Gus Parker. Gus P 0-0. I had someone else. Kuva is a 2-3.
Yeah, it's impossible. I mean, I sometimes put up my nose, it feels like. After about 4 years, they everywhere.
Right, have I got any 2-3s? Because if I have, then I might as well just copy and paste them across. It make it a bit easier. 2-3 for Ronnie. Right. Ronnie has a 2-3. Right, I'm gonna have to right now. I'll have to go back to the top. Right, Archer. What's Archer said to me? Has he said anything? Right, 2-0 for Colin and a 1-0 for Ryan. 2-0 for Colin.
Yes.
A 1-0 for Ryan. Ryan. Do you know what? I'm gonna make. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm gonna, because this is always gonna take me ages. Let me just go and need these people, and let me just column width. Oh, that's helped me out a great deal. Right, so, right, I need to see Archer. Right, and if I can't find Archer, I'm going to have to move on. So Colin Blackshaw says 1-1. Archer says 1-1. Finally, I found you guys. Where you been hiding, you two? Archer? Right, Archer says 1-1. Colin Blackshaw says 1-1. Have we got any more 1-0s there? Way back on track now. Archer 1-0. Sorry, I found you now, Archer. Sorry, I missed you earlier. Side Dancer says 1-0. Side 1-0. Lovely. Side in there as well. Any more 1-0s up there? 2-1s, 2-0s, 2-1, 2. A 1-0 for Colin B. Got ya. See, they're all appearing now. They weren't there a minute ago. Right. So let's go from top to the bottom. Right. Edem. And Edem's a good colour to find. See, 3-4. 3-4 for Edem. Then I've got Jess and Jimmy H. Jimmy's 2-1. Jess. She'd be higher up, wouldn't she? Surely. Yeah. Jess is 1-2. 1-2. And then I'm down to Paige and Big John. Paige. Big John 1-2. And Paige. Paige is normally quick in. Where's Paige? Paige 2-1. Paul G again. He's missed the last couple. He's Paul G missing. He's missed the last couple, and I cannot see Paul G's moniker. So he's missed the last couple. So I move on with Paul G, and I'm going to Dan. Dan, what's Dan put in? Dan. Star in your question, Jimmy. Let me answer that as soon as I finish these predictions. A 2-0 at the Talking Ball. Colin says 2-0. I had Colin's 2-0 already, so why was I jumping? Right, Dan Coys. Right, Dan, Ellie, Neil, Rakdos. Dan, Ellie, Neil, Rakdos. That's 1-0. I think that might be the last score, don't I? Right, starred. What have I got here? So I'm looking for, who's that? Spotlight on Spurs, the first one in at 3-1. So I need to look at the star with Spotlight on Spurs is coming. He was the first one in at 3-1. Neil says I put 2-1. Carl, there's still one game to go, mate. You're off as well, but there's still one game to go. Neil 2-1. Neil 2-1. Right, so I'm missing Paul G's not here. Dan Coover, Queen Ellie, Rakdos, Mikey Romero. Dan 3-1. Right, thanks, Dan. 3-1 to that. 3-1 to Dan. I got you, Neil. I got Dan. 1-0 for Rakdos. So it was 1-0 twice. Okay, fair enough, Alan. I wasn't sure whether 1-0 was the previous game and not this one, but it's both of these games. That's fine. So I've got you. So I'm not saying you haven't done it. So it's Queen Ellie and Mikey Romero and Paul G. Queen Ellie, Mikey R. Let me look for Mikey R. Queen Ellie, I know her colour. Should be easy enough to find. Mikey Tour, right. Queen Ellie, she's 2-2 as well. Right, I've got you else. Right, so that's all that section done. Paul G's not around. Don't know where he is. Right, Bobby K. Bobby K's 3-2. Mr. M's not around. I've gone for 3-0 in this game. The 3-0 in this game. Right. Last game is West Bromwich Albion versus Luton, please, people. West Brom, Luton. Right, you've got first one in is Ronnie. Okay. Ronnie's in at 1-2. Ronnie first in at 1-2. I have a few 1-2s here. I've got Cougar at 1-2. In the bin, 1-2. In the bin, 1-2. Drooler 1-2. Dan 1-2. So I'm just looking for the 1-2s at the moment because it makes the copying and pasting a bit easier. 1-2 for the Wiz. Carl's already changed his mind, hasn't he? Has he? Sorry, just going 1-2. I haven't even reached your score yet. It's 1-2. 1-2 for Archer. I think that might be the 1-2s. Right, I've got a few 1-alls, so let me just get some 1-alls in there because I can see that I'm starting here. And the first 1-all is David Clark, followed by Ratdos Allen. Any more 1-alls there? Big John has gone 1-all. Big John, let me find where Big John is. Up there, Big John. Daigle 2-1-2. Right, I think I've got the 1-alls. Right. Fucking odd. Wayne, you'll have to hang on, Wayne, because I'll have to roll back for you, sir, as well. So if you just wait till we're done, I will roll back for you guys and for you, Wayne, as well. We're just doing all the championship games as the bonus games this week, Wayne. You've got your Premier ones that you did the other day, but these are just the bonus games. But this is the last of all the 11 that we're doing. So 2-1 for Ryan. There's a 1-2 there. So 1-2 for Jess. Right, so get the 1-2 out of the way for Jess. Right, then I've got 2-1 for Ryan. Ryan G, 2-1. I've got any more 2-1s here that I can just quickly nab in. Threes. No, we've got none at the moment. There we go. Side dancer. I knew I'd provide someone. Side dancer, 2-1. Any more? 2-1 for Adrian. Adrian. 2-1 for Adrian. And then we have Gus Parker on a Daigle. Gus, the doctor, unable.
Did you not get you any presents from Lidl? Did you not get you any presents? What you got me? You got me a cake. Yeah.
2-2 for Gus Parker. Shemtam's also 2-2. I'm going to look for 2-2s now. Shemtam's got a 2-2. Right. Oh, don't want that. We want Shemtam. Where's Shemtam? There's Shemtam. That's what we want. We want Shemtam there. Any more? Neil's gone 2-2. That's another one out of the way. Another 2-2. Gus Parker 2-2. Neil 2-2. Shemtam 2-2. 3-3s. No, I'm not looking for a 3-3. Right, Colin Blackshaw's gone 1-3. Where's Colin? There he is. Right, 1-3 for Colin B. I haven't got any more 1-3s. Zero, 2. 1-3 for Rob Belcher. Right, Elsbells, you give me a score yet? I can't see Ellie give me a score at all yet. Have I got a score from Edem? I certainly have, because I went past Edem. Edem's gone 0-2. Then I'm Jimmy H, 1-0. Oops, that's the 0 in it. Page. Where's Page? Page always puts a score in. And Page is a sweetheart because Page keeps retweeting when I put my shows on X. I'm absolutely crap. I just put the shows on there. Don't put much more than that. But Page always seems to retweet it. So thank you very much, Page. Need to find your score though, Page. Where's Page? I ain't seen a score for Page yet. I used to have 0-1 for Page. Paul G's been on the missing list for a while. Queen Ellie, I don't know what she's doing. Mikey Romero. Mikey R. Carl's waiting for you lot to hang about so you can see the intro, which is now the outro for today. I was hoping that you lot would get to see it and hear it if you haven't done so already. Or if not, go back to the start of this stream and tell me what you guys think. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I'm very, very happy and very proud to have people and friends in the community that help me out and help me do it. Bobby K. I need a score from Bobby. What's Bobby put in there? Bobby's quite good. He puts a score in all the time. Bobby's gone 4-1. And then further down, I am looking for Luke and Mr. M. Luke and Mr. M. And then I'm done for them ones. Luke. Where are you, Luke? Right, there's no Luke or Mr. M that I can see. So that they've missed out. So now what I'm going to do is I've gone for West Brom 1, Luton 2. Like I said, for me, I think the team that gets out of all this, I think the bottom lot go down as it is, like I said earlier. So for me, the 3 goners will be Plymouth and Hull City. Plymouth have gone, like I said, they can get to 49 points, but you're not going to have a 20+ goal swing, which is what they need. I mean, the minimum swing that they're looking for, the minimum swing, and that's providing Hull don't win. The minimum swing they're looking for is 14 goals with Luton, and that's a bare minimum. So they're down. Plymouth are down already. I just don't see Hull winning, and I think the team that gets out of this will be Luton. I think Preston lose. I think Derby lose. I think all the teams down the bottom will all lose, apart from Luton. I fancy Luton to get out of it at West Brom. West Brom got nothing to play for now. They've not going up. They've sacked the manager. They've drawn 4. Sorry, they've lost 4, drawn 1, and won 1 in the last 6. Fallen off a cliff. And with Luton have got 2 draws, 1 loss, and 3 wins on the bounce. So for me, Luton are the form team to get out of it. Let me have a look. Have I got? Right. Okay, so I cannot see any scores for certain people, so we're going to bypass that, and now I'm going to catch up for the people that I need to catch up for. And now I'm going to do Queen Ellie's coming. Queen Ellie, you have got lucky, because I was just about to move on. Right, so Queen Ellie's coming with a tool drawer, so she's redeemed herself with a tool drawer. Right, so that's Ellie. So I have got everybody's apart from a couple from Paul G, and there's a few people. So the people that I'm rolling back for: Wayne Bonner, Bobby K, Colin, who I think might have started off already. Who else have we got? Mr. M, Richard, Hanno, if they were all here. Stacey, if she was here. The potato stew. He's not here. So I will go. Alan, did you give me all yours? Let me just make sure I've got all yours, Alan. Alan, listen to the start of the show. Tell me what you think of the intro, mate. Paul G, I'm missing scores from. Right, so I'm going to do this for Bobby. Yeah, that was Ellie. You're done. Bobby and Wayne Bonner. Tot Spurs. I'm just about to do the rerun. So if you want to hang on, you can do. Otherwise, Daz, it's all the championship games are the bonus games this week. Are all the championship games. But I'm just about to do the rollback, and I'm going to have to start it at. So it's Wayne Bonner. You can be involved in this as well if you want, Tot Spurs. So it's Wayne Bonner and Bobby K, and you as well, Tot Spurs, if you want. Mr. M, if you're about, and anybody else that's missed it. So I just need to know where I need to start Bobby from. So Bobby's missing just 3 games, and he's starting from. Okay, I've got that. Wayne Bonner is starting from the same position as Bobby, and Tot Spurs. Okay, all 3 of you starting from the same position, right? So for you guys, first game that you guys have missed. Anyone that's missed today's show, this is the first game. It's Bristol City Preston, please. Bristol City Preston. So Tot Spurs, Bobby and Wayne Bonner. These are for you. And what I will say is that also Spurs fan John, if you're back or anyone that hasn't done today, this is the first game, and I'm doing the rollbacks for you now as we speak. Daz, I can't do that, mate. It'd take me to forever. I'll take you 3-1 for the first game. It's going to take me forever otherwise. Bobby K, what's your score? 0-2. Mr. K says 0-2. Where's Bobby K? Bobby K. 0-2. Right, next game. Burnley Millwall, please. So Bobby K, for this one, you've gone 1-1. And Wayne's gone 4-1. Bobby has gone 1-1. And Wayne went 4-1. Right, for you three guys again, Coventry versus Middlesbrough, please, people. Coventry versus Middlesbrough. (3-4) for Bobby and a 3-1 for Wayne. Let me have a look. Bobby, you're done. I've got all yours now, Bobby. You are in 3-4. Wayne Bonner has got a 3-1. Wayne Bonner 3-1. Right, Wayne, your next game is Derby Stoke, please, mate. Derby Stoke, please, Wayne. Wayne 0-0. Senor Bonner is on a 0-0. Let me find you when where are you, sir? Right, 0-0. Wayne, your next game is Norwich Cardiff. Norwich Cardiff, please, Wayne. Plymouth Leeds, please, Wayne. Wayne, you don't have to write the whole team names out. Just give me the scoreline, mate. It's much, much easier. Saves all your typing. So if it's 1-0, it's 1-0. If it's 0, just give me the scoreline, mate. It's easier, right? Portsmouth Hull. Just trying to save you time, Wayne. That's all, mate. 3-0. So that's a home victory. 3. And he still writes the names, right? Good old Wayne. Sheffield United Blackburn, please, mate. I hope Jimmy H is here because Jimmy H asked me a question which I've starred. So I was going to answer it for Jimmy H. So I'm hoping he's still here. Are you still here, Jimmy H? One free. And the next game for you, Wayne, is Sunderland QPR. Wayne, look at that. You're getting your own butler service. You're getting butler service from me, Wayne. Sunderland, QPR, please, mate. 4-4 for you, Wayne. 4-4. 2 games left for you, Wayne, and then you're done. Swansea, Oxford. The Butler service continues. 2-1. And the last game, Wayne, that you've missed, so you're up to date, is Watford, Sheffield Wednesday, please. Watford, Sheffield Wednesday for you, Wayne. Watford, Sheffield Wednesday, you still got to give me, Wayne. It's the last one for you. A 1-2 for Wayne. Right, let me just lock and save all them scores. And as I do that, we had a question. And the question came in from, it's the only question I've had today, but I will answer it anyway. Is from Jimmy. What did you think of the game last night, Jose? I was very, very happy with the win. I thought the crowd were exceptional in points. But then I felt that it was a measured game, to be honest, Jimmy, because I wanted a bit more quickness. Do you know what I mean? A bit more injection. But we took our time and we played to a game plan. And playing that way, we were 3-0 up. Obviously, we lost that goal right towards the end, but the goal doesn't put me off, because at the end of the day, in all honesty, if you want to win something like this, or you want to get to the final, you just got to maneuver and beat or get results against everyone on your way. So it doesn't matter to me whether you're going to a plastic pitch or not, because for me, we play and we train on synthetic plastic pitches, or whatever you want to call them, at Tottenham Hotspur away. That's what they all are. So, you know, that should hold no fear. And I think a lot spread into Bodo Glimt, right? Because people rely on stats. And I've looked at the stats, so to speak, about their 37 games in Europe, and they've won 30, and everyone's saying they're really tidy. I looked at the games that they've played in Europe at home, and a lot of these games were played in, right? A lot of the games were played in and around qualifying matches, for whether it be Champions League or qualifying for the Europa, or whether they played in the conference. So you got teams like Zanus and Vilnius, and there's a load of teams like that in there. Yeah, they got some scouts there, but you know, you'd expect them to beat some teams. I'm not afraid of the second leg. At the end of the day, if you want to be serious about this, then you go out and you perform in the second leg as well. As I said, for me, I preferred to have a little bit more oomph in the game last night, and I knew that the oomph wasn't, for me, there wasn't enough oomph, but we played to a plan and we played measured football yesterday, and it was great that we got the victory. So for me, you know, I take it. I take the 3-1. If you'd offered us the 3-1 before the game, listen, an absolute tool wouldn't have taken a 3-1. I would have preferred a clean sheet. I would have preferred a 3-goal lead minimum, is what I would have preferred. But wouldn't we all? I mean, when I did the pump up show on Tottenham TV, I said it 3-0 to Tottenham, but it could be anything up to 5-0. But I'd say 3-0, and it was until the 83rd minute. We did squander a couple of chances. However, they didn't have any chances of no. You know, if you put in a defensive performance like we did yesterday, and we did away at Frankfurt, and we did at home at Frankfurt, if you put them to the last 3 performances we've put in Europe, should hold us in good stead for Thursday's game. But yesterday, yes, I was pleased and pleased with the win. But for me, there was just, and I can't knock the manager because the game plan's worked to a T, and they've won 3-1. But for me, I just felt like a little bit of oomph. Like someone says, Jimmy Oxford, you says, yeah, we should have gone for their photos at 3-0, in your opinion. Yeah, and Jimmy, I'm not disagreeing with you. That's what I'm talking about, the oomph. I just wanted that bit more oomph from us, so to speak. Wayne says that he loves how Bodo doesn't give up, but he expected more from them. If you listen to what all these people say, you would have thought they were world beaters. I don't think they're world beaters. I still, even at their patch, they're not, for me, they're not world beaters. You're a Premiership side, you go do a job. Simple. We're a Premiership side. You know, we come up against stronger opposition on a weekly basis than what they should be offering or what they come up against. So for me, there's no excuses. It's ours. You put it this way, there's no excuses. It's ours to lose from here, and we ain't losing it. We're going to get through. Wayne says, great performance by the lads last night, but the second half was a bit flat. Going to be a hell of an interesting second leg. And then he also says, that was the most solid performance I've seen from our boys in a few years. More of that next week. Madison was absolutely up for it last night. And he also says, Bodo are there for the taking, in his opinion. Listen, the one thing, I don't know if any of you guys saw me on with our Tottenham TV, but I talked about Romero, right, playing long diagonal balls like Alderweireld used to, over the top of their defenders for our players to run onto. How many times did we do that yesterday to Madison? How many times did we do it where we tried to put the ball over the top and get Solanke in? Madison put one early in the game. He hit one quite funny. He went over the top, gone run in. He hit one quite funny off his ankle and went over the bar. But then the second one, he took absolutely brilliantly and scored the goal from. 2 were played over the top as well to Solanke to run onto, but they were not in the centre. They were wider in the box. But at the end of the day, I said this, and we were talking to you yesterday, and their defenders, doesn't matter who's in their defence, the cross-field ball over the top of their defence is always going to be on, will always be on. Whether someone's running deep from midfield, or whether someone's running in from the wing, or whether it's a hold-up run by Solanke, we can get in. We can get in behind them. So at the end of the day, we'll have to wait and see. Christopher says Madison could be out for the season with a possible knee injury. I couldn't really tell you because I've been working, so I haven't seen the press conference. I will probably see the press conference tonight when I get back from football. But all in all, I'm really, really happy with last night. I'm happy we've got the win. I'm happy with the result. Roll on Thursday. With only having a 2-goal lead, because I was on a West Ham channel doing a pre-match with them on Thursday. The West Ham network or whatever, 20, 30,000 subscribers. They're all nice to me and kind, and they all respected my views on the game and that. I said to them on Wednesday night, it all depends on tomorrow's game, meaning yesterday's game. And I said, if it's a draw or we win by 1 or 2 goals only, the lead, I said, he's going to rest loads of players. I said, if we won by 3 or more goals, he might rest less players, but he will rotate at half time and stuff like that. Well, we've won by 2, so I'm thinking wholesale changes for the game against West Ham. I can see him doing the old Spence, Danso, Davis, Gray coming back in, Sarr coming back in. You've got Mikey Moore got a chance of playing. Odebert's got a chance of playing. Richarlison from the start's got a chance of playing. You know, there's a wholesale changes that can be made, and I think they will do against West Ham. I don't want to lose a game, and West Ham are one of our rivals, but you know, and I don't want to lose a game. Even having a lesser team out, I'd still want to go and do a number on them and win. Being on the West Ham channel, hearing what their woes are and stuff like that. West Ham are pretty low at the moment. Their performances have been pretty dire as well. They're unhappy with their manager. They're unhappy with their owner. They're unhappy with their directors of football. Sound familiar, people? Well, That's the team that we're playing Sunday. Am I confident? Am I confident of going through from here to play Man United in the final? Highly likely. Do you know what? For me, as weird as it seems, Jimmy, I think Man United are better away from home than at home. And even in the league, I think Amarin's results have been better away than at home. And let's be fair, the sending off ruined the game. The sending off going down to 10 men ruined the game. If Bilbao can keep 11 players on the pitch, I'm telling you, it'll be an interesting return match. It'll be. I'm just going to put it out there. I think it'll be an interesting return match. That's all I'm going to say. Richarlison made a difference last night. Yeah, he did. But do you know what, Jimmy? He did. But I thought the two that we had in midfield, Bentancur and Bissouma, for me, they were both playing hybrid 6 and 8. I don't think they were both playing 8s yesterday, because at times I saw them both in the double pivot role defending, so to speak. And Maddison played well yesterday as well. Maddison, because of the way them two played yesterday, Bissouma and Bentancur, it allowed Maddison the freedom. But Maddison, you watch, Maddison will always go to the left-hand side of the pitch. Right? Maddison will always go out to the left of the pitch. So, you know. But yeah, it was good. Edem says far too early to be saying Maddison is out. It was just a simple tweak of the knee or 3-4 days before. And after the game yesterday, in the presser, he said that Maddison and Solanke were both taken off as precautions because they felt tweaks, and rather than letting them play on and that, he took them both off. So for me, I'm hoping that the news is good on them two. Thursday night though, he has got a massive decision to make, Postecoglou. And I'll leave this with you guys because I'm doing a member show tonight. So if anyone wants to see, I'll be on tonight. I'm sure it will be discussed. But apparently Sonny's back on the grass, right? Sonny's back on the grass. So the thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to make a decision with Sonny. Remember in the past when they played Sonny at left back in the League Cup final and we lost? Remember when he dropped, Lucas Moura was dropped for Harry Kane and we lost in the Champions League final? Well, the decision is going to have to be made on Sonny. Sonny hasn't played recently, and you've had people that have filled in the left-sided position. Do you bring Sonny back in? Does he get the God-given right because he's club captain to be brought back in? And does that improve the team? Has his rest improved the team, or does he slow the team down when he plays out on the left? And that's a question that, that's something that Ange is going to have to find the answers to. So, and in the end of the day, it is what it is. Right. Richie was good last night. I'm going to read his last comments. I've got to shoot to play football. I'm being picked up in 20 minutes and I ain't got changed yet. Richie was good last night, but he really should have taken the fullback on. Biss had a solid game last night, and that's the Biss we paid for. He played really well. Madders has gone for a scan. Nita, hi, I will drop my prediction in a bit. Just sitting down after being out all day. Coming Spurs 3-1. That will do second leg waiting. No worries, Nita. Nita, we're covering all the championship games. Yeah? So it'll be all the championship games. So if you can find all the championship games in order from BBC or anywhere like that, just download them and then just put your results in to the stream after this. But we're only doing the championship games. So it's 12 bonus games this week, Janita. Christopher Inshaw says, no, I think that's about Sonny coming into the team. Jimmy also says the finals in Bilbao, though, Jose. So Man United favourites, in your opinion? No, they're not favourites, in my opinion. Wayne Bond says, bring Son and Son fit. Jimmy, did you know that on our side of the draw, we're the home team? So the team that wins out of Tottenham and Bodo Glimt become the home team at Bilbao. How weird is that? That's the way the draw was done when they did the draws. So it was this side of the draw would be the home team, and that side of the draw was the away team. So had Bilbao got through, if Bilbao get to the final, Bilbao will be the away team in the final. So they will have the away dressing room. They won't even have their home dressing room. So it's kind of weird. It's just weird how this all works out. But we'll wait and see. I'm hoping, not hoping, Tottenham, they want to do bits and pieces. They go, get the job done. Win, lose, draw. You get through to the final. So you lose by 1 goal, you're into the final. You draw the game, you're into the final. You win by a goal, 2 goals, you're into the final. All the cards are in Tottenham's favour for Thursday. and you just got to capitalise on it. And that's my thoughts on that. Right, people, thank you very much for hanging on up until now. Vindaloo is a sponsor for today's show. He put in a super chat earlier. Thank you very much, Vindaloo. May God bless you. And thank you everyone that's watched today. I am doing a member show tonight. And I'm doing a show with Chang on Sunday. So yeah, we'll probably come up on your notification bell. And if you want to come and give us a watch, you want to come on, if you're a member, you're more than welcome to do so. And apart from that, I'm going to shoot off because I've got to go and play football. So I'm going to play that lovely intro as my outro. So for those that haven't heard it, you can hear it. I think it's absolutely the bollocks, to be honest with you. So as always, listen, have a great weekend, everyone. Come on, you Spurs. Take care all. Bye-bye.
Tell, Cockerel. He's just a true guy. You'll have a true time. Tell, Cockerel. Leave your troubles at the door. You know the game, you know the score. We're here to have fun, so holster that gun and read the writing on the wall. The predictions leak, done every week. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel. He's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. Jose gets himself around. Always talking Spurs, wherever he is found, home or away. He always tips to win, throws the form book in the bin with a cheeky knowing grin. The show is so chilled. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel. The show is so chill. Your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at.